and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but I'm just like planning on filming some YouTube videos today, and I was just going to do my makeup for those videos, so I thought why not just listen to a video. This is also like my go-to mum makeup at the moment. I'm going to get straight into it because otherwise I'll end up talking and then not talking whilst doing my makeup. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this because I've never actually done a video like this before. But if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. So to prep my skin, I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Revitalising Supreme Plus Serum. That's what it looks like. I kind of use this as a primer just because I feel like it smoothens out everything on my skin. By the way, this isn't something that I would do like if I had 5 minutes to get ready. This is like the full go-to mum look, but if I don't have enough time, then I just like take bits out. So if I didn't have time, I would take this first step out, or I'd actually take the whole foundation step out. So it really depends on how much time I have to get ready. Obviously I have the luxury of time on my side today because I am filming and Fazan is looking after the baby. I can't believe I haven't filmed videos for so long. It's literally been like 2 months. Even today I was like, oh, I don't know. Like when you haven't done something for such a long time, it gets harder to get back into it. And then even today I was like, I don't know whether I want to sit in front of the camera and film. But I was like, let's just try it. If I don't like it, if I don't like how the video turns out, I don't have to upload it or I don't have to edit it. So we'll see. Because that does sometimes happen. Sometimes I film videos and then just don't end up putting them on my channel. Like I have a whole vlog from Turkey last year which never made it to YouTube, and I still have the content on my laptop and it's taking up so much space that I should just delete it, but then I haven't because I'm like, what if I need it for something? And I probably won't. For my eyebrows, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. To be honest, this is what I use for my eyebrows most of the time. I have tried other products. There are some other great stuff on the market, but I literally love this. Like when I first bought it, I was like, do I really want to pay like, I think it was like 16 quid or something for my eyebrows, but it's a lifesaver. Like sometimes if I don't have enough time, all I will do is eyebrows and concealer, and it makes such a huge difference. I'm just filling them in because otherwise they're super light. After first having the baby, I didn't bother wearing makeup for a while because I was like, I don't have time, blah blah blah. And then I just realised that it just made me feel really crappy, like not taking that time for myself. You guys can see the light in the back. I'm going to for a bit. Not taking that time for myself, or not looking like myself, not feeling happy with the way I looked. So now, if I'm at home, it's different because I'm probably just going to be in my pyjamas or whatever. If I'm going out and about, I do always try and put on makeup. Like towards the end of my pregnancy, I got super lazy and literally would go out with like no makeup on and like just leggings and one of Fazan's tops. Like that's how lazy I got because I was just so tired and drained. Even now, even though after having the baby I am tired and drained, I still make the effort because I'm like, if I make the effort and if I look better, then I feel better. I am not getting enough sleep though, as you can probably tell. So to conceal these bad boy bags, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Correcting Duo. That's what it looks like. Guys, this stuff is amazing. I tried it on my cousin yesterday as well and showed her. Like I did the concealer on one side and then with the colour corrector on the other. Just to show her what a huge difference it makes. Like ever since I started using this, I feel like it's just completely changed my makeup because I look like I'm awake. Like even before I go in with my concealer, you guys will probably be able to tell that the colour corrector just makes such a huge difference. They have other ones as well for other things, like they have the green one and the red one, but to be honest I haven't tried them and I don't even know what they're for. As long as my bags are covered, I'm not really bothered about anything else. This is a step that I don't actually miss out now. So if I'm like rushing my makeup or if I don't have enough time, I will still do this. And I will still conceal because I feel like this makes my concealer so much brighter. And I feel like with South Asians, bad under eyes tends to be a huge problem because even it's not always because of a lack of sleep, it can be genetic, and it's also if you have an iron deficiency, that tends to cause quite bad bags as well. And Asians on the whole do tend to lack iron more than any other ethnicity. So for foundation, which is going to be really hard with my scarf on, I'm going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I have been using this, if you guys have watched any of my videos in the past, I have been using this for a couple of years now. I used to use the shade Shell Beige, which was 4N1 I think, and then I went into one of the London stores and got colour matched, and they told me that I was using the wrong shade, so my shade is actually Henna, or Henna, however you want to pronounce it. But I would honestly recommend going and getting colour matched, because they have so many shades that they can get you the right shade. And like the one that I was using before wasn't hugely different to this one, but it was a little bit more ashy. And I was telling my cousin yesterday, because she was over and we were just talking about foundations and stuff. And she was asking me what I thought of this, because she's just gone and got a tester. But they didn't have the colour matching machine in our local store, so she couldn't get colour matched, so I told her to go and get colour matched. But we were just talking, I was like, I've been using this for about not last January, the January before is when I bought my first bottle, and in that time I've gone through, this is my third bottle, and this is like a brand new bottle, like it's literally still up here, and I tend to wear it like near enough every other day, or at least 2 or 3 times a week, if not every other day. I guess that's the same as 2 times a week, isn't it? And I've only gone through 2.5 bottles. Like, you literally need the time. I hate this ring light because it makes it so hard to see. Like, so many times when I get around to editing, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't blend that in properly, because this ring light just, it's so hard to see anything with it. What was I saying? Yeah, you literally need the tiniest amount of this foundation. I try not to put foundation over the colour corrector, because then it just becomes too many layers, and sometimes it can become really cakey, and I don't like that look. Recently I've been going for a much lighter makeup look. It's still probably really heavy compared to what most people do, but I used to like wear like winged liner and like proper like pop-in highlighter and stuff all the time. So I have calmed it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which is the Maybelline Age Rewind. Is that focusing? Yeah. I love this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. I've tried so many different concealers, and there's amazing concealers out there. But for me, I don't know why. This one just, I think it's the price point as well, because it's a drugstore makeup brand, but I just feel like it's really great coverage. And like whenever Superdrug or Boots have 3 for 2, I literally just slap up on it, because I know I'm going to use it. And I've got like other concealers in my drawer that will just sit there and I won't even use them. And then with this, I always do my under eyes, and then depending on how much time I have, I might do the rest of my face, depending on what type of look I'm going for. So I always do this area, and then I sometimes do these other areas as well. I didn't actually wet my beauty blender, and I can't actually be bothered to get up now to wet it, so that is going to affect how the makeup looks, because it always looks better when the beauty blender is damp. I love bright under eyes. Like, that's why I never even wear mascara or even put on like eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I just love it when this area is bright. And I hate having to put powder on top, because I feel like it just makes it look dull, but obviously you need the powder because otherwise it's going to crease up. By the way, this is probably going to take a lot longer because I'm talking to you guys whilst I'm filming it. But normally this literally, especially because I do it all the time, I know exactly what to do. Normally it literally just takes me 5 minutes. It's funny because people always think that wearing makeup on a daily basis is like an effort and a chore, and it takes a while. Once you know what you're doing, and once you know because you know what your face looks like, it's actually super. This little bit of hair here, this baby hair here that keeps poking out is annoying the hell out of me. It's actually super, super quick. I've got 2 other videos that I'm going to film today. So I'm going to film my new mum Q&A, which you guys asked the questions for on Instagram like 2 months ago, and I still haven't got around to filming yet. And I was going to film what's in my mum bag, but I don't know what else to film. Oh, by the way, I should have put this on my lips first. I've been using this Elizabeth Arden 8 hour. Did that even focus? No, I don't think it's focusing. 8 hour hand cream on my lips. It's amazing. I actually used this a few years ago because one of my work colleagues used to have like a little bottle on her desk, and she always used to give it to me because she always used to put it on, and she'd be like, here, have some, because I had super chapped lips, and like that was probably her way of saying, here you go, moisturise them. But because I always had chapped lips, I'm just so used to them being dry and like not bothering to do anything, but this stuff actually works. Most of the time I actually just leave this on and don't put anything else on, because I feel like it looks like a nice lip gloss, and obviously at the same time it's getting moisturised. But yeah, I'm going to set my under eyes now using this Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder. Guys, this stuff is amazing as well. It's like £4. It's a translucent one that I use. And once again, I've used so many different setting powders, but for me, this is one of the best, and it's drugstore. I did this on my cousin yesterday, so I colour corrected, concealed, and then put powder on, and she was like to me, oh my god, it feels so cakey, and I was like, oh, I do this every day. And then I'm just going to set the other areas that I highlighted as well. And my brow bone. And then for contour, I've actually been using this Bronze Goddess bronzing powder by Estee Lauder. It is slightly warm toned, and I tend to normally like, and it's got glitter in it, and I tend to like a cool tone. But the reason that I've been using this is because when I use this, I feel like I don't need to then use a blusher. So it allows me to contour my face, but then like sort of add that warmth back in at the same time, and it saves me the step of then having to bronze and then having to blush on top. Because if I work it slightly forward onto my cheekbones or slightly up, I just feel like it's kind of in the 3 steps in one. And obviously you can always clean up if you want a more chiseled look. I feel like I've got an eyelash in my eye and it's like really irritating me. I think it's gone red. I don't know if that's because I've got an eyelash or because I'm super tired. I am actually going to go and do like my forehead and my nose as well. But once again, like if I had less time, I'd probably just contour my cheekbones and like leave contouring the rest of the face. But if I had more time, then I would do the whole face. It really depends on how much time I have. If like my mum is here or Fazan is here and they've got nowhere, then this little bit of hair is really annoying me, and this little bit that keeps them coming out here, then I'll have more time. And if it's just me and him, if he's asleep, cool, I've got more time. If he's awake, then it's literally pop him there, do what I can as quickly as I can. Because there's a lot of things you can do whilst holding a baby, but makeup isn't one of them. Like, I've tried a few times. God, this is really annoying. Sorry guys. I'm gonna do actually I might wait until like my eyes all cleared up for the mascara. So the only two things left now are the mascara and the highlighter. And for highlighter I've been using this. Guys, I love this. It's 55 quid though, so it's kind of pricey. And I don't even have it anymore, so I'll leave the links for all of the products below. But this is the Victoria Beckham times Estee Lauder highlighter. It was limited edition, so Estee Lauder don't have it anymore, but you can get it on the Net-a-Porter website. Obviously, it's quite pricey for a highlighter, but guys, this stuff is amazing. I'm going to show you, like I said, I've been going for like more of a light and natural look. And I just feel like this highlighter, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, it's just like, it's so subtle, but it just gives you such a nice glow. And like with a lot of highlighters that I've used, like, you know, they're great, I love them, like the Huda Beauty ones, I love them, but it's just so obvious that you've got highlighter on. And when you're going for an everyday look, you want something that's subtle, something that picks up the light but isn't obvious that you're wearing it. And I feel like Estee Lauder products on the whole, to be honest, I like that they give you a very natural, no makeup kind of look, if that makes sense. And then finally mascara. For mascara, I've been using the Bad Girl Bang mascara. If some days I won't even bother doing mascara, because to be honest, the rest of my face makeup is fine. I can wear it for hours and hours, but my eyes tend to get quite irritated quite quickly. So some days I won't even bother wearing mascara. And some days I wear lashes. So if I'm doing something if I'm like planning on Insta story, or if I'm going out somewhere, then I'll do fake lashes as well. So I will put on my falsies after this for the videos I'm filming. But if I'm just like going into town or something, then I'll probably do just mascara or no mascara. I've absolutely ruined my lashes, by the way. I used to have like super long lashes, and like all the lash glue and like pulling off the fake lashes, and I've just completely ruined my lashes. And obviously I had extensions as well, and I feel like that kind of ruined them. My sister's always like put coconut oil on them every evening, and that will help them grow. But I'm just really bad. I always just forget. Like I'll do it for like 1 or 2 days and then I'll forget. It's annoying me so much. But yeah, the Bad Girl Bang mascara is actually really good. I went to like a benefits event, and they were telling us how their real mascara is #1 on the premium mascara market. And then their other mascara is #2, and then obviously they've just released this, so I think this is #1 now. But like there was a massive hype around releasing this, and a lot of people were like, oh, like how come they went to so much effort just over mascara? But actually they were developing this for 4 years, and like so much has gone into both the formula and the brush, so to like make it a good mascara. They told us all of the science behind it, but I don't remember. It's something to do with like certain particles and blah blah blah, and I hated science at school, so I don't really actually know. Well, I do because they told me, but I can't remember. It's saved somewhere in my brain. And then that's it. That is my go-to mum. I'm like closing this in the weirdest way. Mum makeup look, and then obviously I'll do my scarf. I don't do it like this, but I'll just do it like this for now. Can you guys see this bit of hair? And there we have it. So, like I said, this is the first ever Chatty Get Ready With Me that I've done, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. In terms of editing, I guess there isn't really much to edit apart from adding an intro to this, because I spoke the whole way through. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know what other videos you want to see down below.